Hi, welcome to Data Precision with Shina. We're looking at a Google Skills Lab titled Analyzing and Visualizing Data in Looker. So, for the overview, we'll be reminded that Looker is a modern data platform in Google Cloud that lets you analyze and visualize your data interactively. So, you can use Looker to do in depth data analysis, integrate insights across different data sources, build actionable data driven workflows, and create custom data applications. So in this lab, we would learn how to use Looker to analyze and visualize data using explores, which are data views created by LookML developers. For this lab, an explore of the Federal Aviation Administration's FAA airports and flight data has been created for us. This data contains information on different attributes of airports and flights, such as city and departure date. You can learn more about explores in the documentation. So in this lab, we'll learn how to analyze and visualize data in Lucas Explores. We use the Explore interface to access data curated by LookML developers. We work with dimensions, measures, filters, and pivots to query and select data, and we select the appropriate visualization type to best display our data and save our visualizations to dashboard. We don't go over the setup and requirements. We'll go straight to opening Looker after we start our lab. So let us read the first task before we start our lab. Remember, our labs are timed, so we would want to read through the first set of instructions before we start our lab. So what is our first task? Our first task is to create a single value visualization. So single value visualization come up on dashboards. So let's just look at what single visualization. So single value visualizations are dashboard widgets. So let's just increase this a bit. That prominently display a single key metric or KPI. Example, we have total revenue, we have total active users, some in a large font, allowing for instant high-level data analysis. They are ideal for highlighting crucial numbers and often including spark lines for trends, functional coloring, or comparison against targets. So let's go back. So now we know what a single value visualization is. So here we're going to use the airports explore. We would first determine the average elevation across all airport facilities. Then we'll display that number as a customized single value visualization. Then we'll add this visualization to a new dashboard for airport data. So let us go into our Looker. So we'll start the lab. Sometimes you get a prompt to test if you're a robot. They're asking for images with crosswalks. So maybe the bus. So, bus. So our lab is about to start. So remember, we will open Looker in Incognito if you are using your Google Chrome browser. So we'll also copy our username and password. So our username this is our password, and we'll log in. You don't need to stay logged in because you're in incognito mode. So back to our skills, our checkpoint for now. So first, we have to determine the average elevation across all airports. On the left side navigation panel, we'll click on Explore. Under FA, we click on Airports. Explore. Under FA, we click on Airports. We'll click the arrow next to Airports if it is not expanded. So under Airports, we go to Measures, then click Average Elevation. So Airport Measures, I'll click on Average Elevation so you can see it here. Our average elevation is here. Next, we'll click on Run. Then a single value visualization will come up. So let's click on Run. We'll go to our visualization. So this is our single value that's come up, which is our average elevation. So we'll click the arrow next to visualization to expand the window, which we've done. We'll click on our single value icon. We'll hover over it. This is our single value icon. So remember, this is our single value icon here. We have different icons, so your running may bring it as a different result of this our single value icon. So if we had this on a bar, this is our single value. So the scatter plot is our single value, but we want it to be this. So here we have it on a single value. So the next thing we're going to do is go to the settings for visualization. Under the style, we click on value color, select the choice of color, and then under the style, we show title and provide the title override box. Under the style, we enter the value format. So here what we have as the title right is average airport elevation. So we'll call it average airport elevation. Let's copy this to guide us a bit. So we come here under the style, title override. So it says average airport elevation. And the value format, let's see. The value format is 0.00, so it means we want it as two decimal places. So that is 0.00. So you can see it's two decimal places. Remember, we have not changed our value color. Let's change it. So we have our title, we have our value with our format. So we'll save this visualization to a new dashboard. So go to our settings gear icon next to run, select save to an exit, and then we'll title the visualization average elevation. So we'll come here, save an existing dashboard. Then we'll have our title as average elevation. We'll leave the default destination as shared, and this will save the new dashboard to shared folders. So the title, new dashboard, say OK. Oh, sorry, the title of the new dashboard is Airports. Title for the new airport. Here's our title for the visualization. Here's our dashboard, Airports. The saved dashboard. You can see it here under the airport dashboard. So view the dashboard by clicking on provided hyperlink to the airports. So this is our hyperlink to the airport dashboard. You can see it here. We'll have here. So the colors of visualization may differ from those shown. So we can check our progress. So the next thing we'll do is to create a bar chart of the facility types with the highest average elevations. In this task, we'll identify the top 5 facility types with the highest average elevation and display the result as a bar chart. Then we add visualization to the dashboard we created in the previous task. So we'll identify the top 5 facilities with the highest average elevation. So now we'll go back to explore. Under FA, we click on airports. We'll click the arrow next to airports. So click on airports. Sorry, under FAA, click on airports. Okay. Then under the dimensions and measures, we listed the data panel for airports. So under airports, we take dimensions and click facility type. Airports, dimensions, facility type. Airport measures, average elevation, measures, average elevation, and measures, and click on count, and we change the row limit to 5. Counts. Here under our row limit, change to 5, and we run. So we'll now go to customize it to a bar chart. I'll click on the icon, and under the values, we put value labels. Under Y, we click on airports and drag it to top axis. Let's run this. Let's go to elevation, column, bar. Here it is on the bar chart. So next, we're going to go to the gear for the settings. And under values, we click value labels. We've enabled value labels here. You can see the labels. Okay. Remember, we can control how many decimal places we have. Next, under Y, we'll click on airports and drag it under top axis. So Y, so go to drag the airports now. And drag it under top axis. Here we have it under bottom axis. We're going to drag airports to under top axis. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is remember that average elevation will remain under bottom axis. Under Y, we configure the axis greater than top one and we'll enter the axis amount as count. Axis name as count. So what we have here is we go there to the top one configuration for the axis. Since I have to drag something, there's a mistake here. Airports, I think I dragged the top axis. Okay, so I mistakenly gone back. And then top one, we now have to configure our axis top one and enter the axis name as count. You can see it here right above. Here too. So under the axis, we enter the value for format to 0.00, which is two decimal places for our values. So I think the same thing we'll do for the average elevation. So you can see, click on the gear icon, close settings. Okay, so we have this. Okay, I think there's something missing. Okay, so I think we put the y-axis where we need to put it. We'll save to dashboard now. Let's just have a look one more time. So let's see if I'm just going to save an existing dashboard. The title first. So save an existing dashboard. Put in the title. Remember, we have airports as our dashboard. So click on airports. This save the dashboard. We said it has been added to the airports dashboard. So click on it. Go to see dashboard here. So we should have two. I think we should have two. So we have the challenge here. Yes. So we just refreshed it. So we have them here. Every division by facility type, and we have this. So let's go back to our guide. Where we have it already. We have our, so let's check our progress. Check bar chart, highest average elevations on elevation 326, 535. I think we have to work on decimal places. We have our chart already. Let's see. Okay, so body should not be rotated. We have group stacks, count, average elevation, count, average elevation. We have colors, we have our values, colors, axis name, axis value labels. So let's go to the Y. Top one is airports. think we have our two decimal places as a challenge. Why as this format? I think we have to look for. What we have is the plot. I think this would work. Let's save an existing dashboard. We have the name as visualization by pressing V type. That's our board and save to dashboard. Fresh. Better. So we've done that. Now remember we had a challenge. The challenge was we didn't have this at two decimal places. So we've done corrected that. Values are the same. So we needed it to be on two decimal places. So the next thing we're going to create a line chart of the number of flights cancelled each week in a given year. So we'll calculate the number of flights that were cancelled each week in 2004. We'll go back to explore. We select FA flights and we expand flight details. FA flights. We now expand 5 flight details. Next, we'll see the available dimensions and measures underneath it, which we have looked at. So under the flight details measures, we click cancelled count. Flight details measures, click cancel count once. Then we click the arrow next to flights. So under flights, click dimensions, depart date. Flights, dimensions, depart date. Then we'll click the filter next to it, and then from the filter we'll pick it's in the year, type 2004. There we go, depart date. So we're seeing depart date has nested data. Just click on depart date. I'll go to the filter icon next to date and we'll select it's in the year and type in 2004. Date, if you see here, date filter icon, and say it's in the year required is 2004. So what we'll do next to run it, we have now count as 127,757. So we could customize a line chart to display the results. Click the arrow next to the visualization to expand the window. We're going to click the line icon so that this option creates a line chart that you can customize. You can also make the chart larger by collapsing the data window. Click the settings gear for visualization, click series, and click on the point style for field. Visualization, click on series, here it is. Then we'll click on the point style for field. Click series, click point style for field. So the field here, so let us go select the point style field. Then next we add the reference. You click Y and then click markings and then choose add reference line. Add reference. Click Y, then click markings, add reference line. You finish while working. Remember that it's 30 minutes, so we can say stop the login for 30 minutes. We've exhausted 30 minutes in our time, which is the same here. We've actually exhausted 30 minutes on our lab. So we're making a bit of progress. So we'll click on Y, then click on markings, and then add reference line. Y, markings, click on add reference line. I think we have a challenge somewhere because we're supposed to see it. So the flight, click the next arrow, flight details, left flight details, cancelled count. We have cancelled count. There's something else missing. Okay, we jumped to something. So after clicking cancel count, click the arrow next to flight. Under flight dimensions, the part date, we click on week. So this is where our mistake came in. So under flight dimensions, so just remember you have to focus so you don't miss step. Under flight dimensions, depart date, click on week. Flight dimensions, depart date, click on week. Okay. Under flight dimension content, click the filter icon next to date. This is the year 2004. So I think we'll run this again. So because we have drilled down to weeks. So this is it. We'll drill down actually to the weeks. 2004. Added our reference line. Our average. We'll have it something in this nature. Because then we have the reference line 410. Okay. So we have our visualization. Save this title to an existing dashboard. We're taking to a new dashboard. So let's save an existing dashboard. Then next, title is number of flights. Next, save the new dashboard to shared folders. This is where we are. We'll now click on new dashboard and a title for the new dashboard. This is title for the new dashboard. New dashboard, name, okay, selected automatically. And say save to dashboard. Then the next is the fourth tax. Here they say we're going to create a line chart of the number of flights scheduled to depart each week by distance tier. So in this tax, we would find the number of flights scheduled to depart in each week of the year 2003 by the distance tier. Then we'll create a line chart to display the results and add visualization to the dashboard we created in tax 3, which is various tax. So calculate the number of flights scheduled. Go back to explore, FAA flights, drop down near flights. So let's go to explore. FAA flights. Then other flights will pick measures, counts. The flight will pick measures, count. So next, what we'll do is under the flight dimensions, we pivot to distance paired. We pivot. Under the flight dimensions, the part date, click the filter icon next to date. Still there now. In get where you get them from. So so what we'll do next is our We've done the pivot. Next is the filter next to date, which is here now. And the filter drop down, it will pick is in the year 2003. Year 2003. Then under the flight dimensions, the part date will pick week, then we run week, then we run it. So we can see our line charts. So we'll now go and customize our visualization line chart. We'll hover the cursor over the icons to identify the available options. Click the line icon. So this is our line icon. Column, bars, scatter plots. So when I want a line icon, next we'll click the settings here for visualization. We go to plot, then series positioning, then overlay. Plot, series positioning, overlay, which has been selected automatically. We close it. Then we save to an existing dashboard with this title. So this is our new title. Next, we'll select the airports and flights dashboard. This is our last save to dashboard. So you can view the final dashboard by clicking the provided hyperlink titled airports and flights. So we're going to have the two. Remember, you may need to refresh your browser to see the graph. So I think that's happened earlier where we had to refresh the graph. Check our progress. Okay, so when we end the lab, we'll click End Lab. Google says remove the resources you used and clean the account for you. You will be given an opportunity to rate the lab experience. Select the applicable number of stars, type a comment, and then click Submit. Number of stars indicates the following: 1, very dissatisfied, to 5, very satisfied. So you can also close the dialog box if you don't want any to provide any feedback. So first of all, let's go and view it. Remember why they didn't keep it in the landscape model, because trying to make it a mobile first. So I think this is wrong. I should have said that. Just dragged here underneath. Save. So it's our so we can end our lab. Remember we have our points here. Let's look at it before we end the lab. So we can see all our progress has been checked. We can end our lab. Once you meet requirements, you can end the lab. The resources can be reassigned to other users. Meet. Thank you and see you in the next video.